Cornell Jermaine here. We're back with our last P for the 7 P's for fulfilling purpose, living your dreams and vision. The last P is persevere. Persevere. This is a unique word in that we oftentimes think it's just to follow out a pursuit. Usually people think perseverance is just pursuing, but pursuing is just moving in action. Perseverance is actually the fight. This is where the Bible talks about fighting the good fight of faith, because in perseverance you begin to see the fruit of your labor, but there's still work that has to be done. My father, who was in agriculture, he always planted fruit, vegetables and seeds in the ground. And when those things began to prosper, they began to flourish in the ground. It was work that he had to do in order to see that thing that was beginning to prosper, in order to see it to its full maturation, in order to see it to its full potential. It took more work to keep it alive than it did to actually see the prosperity. All you do is plant the seed, cover it back up, water it, but when that thing begins to come through the ground, it's going to take even more work, perseverance, to see and protect that fruit or that labor that you have put into that plant or that tree or whatever it is that you are seeding into the ground. Perseverance comes from a root word per, meaning through, by means of, and severance, severe, action, or strict cause. So that means you have to actually take action in order to find a strict cause in order to protect that which is beginning to flourish in your life, the fruit, the harvest that is coming up out of the ground. When the winds and the different elements from the environment begin to attack that fruit or that plant or that leaf, there are some things that you have to put in place in order to protect it so that it doesn't die prematurely. This is the same thing that when it comes to our vision, our dreams, and our purpose. We have to, even when we begin to prosper, that's not the end of the story. When we begin to get notoriety and opportunities begin to come and resources begin to come, that's not the end of the story. It is going to take perseverance. It's going to take strict action on your part in order to protect the fruit of your labor, in order to see your legacy, in order to see your life continued through generations, because there's things that are prospering in your life that are supposed to live beyond you. There are things that you're doing that are supposed to live beyond your years. So when you are gone and when things are said and done with your life, there is a generation that can pick up and continue the work. This will only happen through perseverance. This will only happen if you persevere. If you don't persevere, that means all of the prosperity that is coming, the fruit that is blossoming in your harvest will die prematurely, therefore almost making it as if you did not exist. And this is just as important as having the position, the plan, the pursuit, and protecting the plan while you're actually moving out, because now it's almost like you wasted time because you put so much energy, so much work into it, and now it's beginning to prospering, and you've gotten tricked to think that you have arrived, and you now aren't positioning yourself anymore. You now aren't planning anymore. You aren't pursuing anymore, and nor are you protecting. When it comes to persevering, it's going to take a whole nother strategy now in order to protect that prosperity that you are now receiving. So that means you have to begin the process all over again. That means you have to go back to the passion, because now at the prosperity point, things are changing. The environment is changing, you've changed, things are different, the market has changed. So now you go back to reevaluate your passion again. What has changed? Is my passion moving in a different direction? Has my assignment changed now? Your position, you have to go back to prayer, go back to God and find out what it is that He's saying. Go back to the plan, readjust the plan in order, because now the same thing that you did with the seed, you're not going to be able to do with the tree, the leaf, the fruit that is now prospering. You're going to have to treat those differently because they require different things. So you have to go back, begin again, go back to the position of prayer, go back to planning, readjust your plan, pursue the new plan again, So now it's a new plan. There's something that is changed within our pursuit, and now we have to readjust. So readjust the plan. Now we're pursuing again, protecting it again, and now we're seeing the prosperity again. So now what has begun to take place with what has prospered in our fruit, it's kind of like propagating a plant. That plant has already grown. It's already began to see leaves and buds. So now you're breaking off, those of you who are into agriculture, you break off that plant, you set it in another area, in another place, under the sunshine, in the water, in order to create a new plant. Those of you who are into plants and things of that nature, you know what I'm talking about. So now you're treating that thing differently than you would treat the seed, because the seed requires something else. But this actually leaf that's been broken off from the plant now requires a different plan, a different pursuit, and a different type of protection in order to see it prosper. So perseverance has to do with you not only protecting what is prospering, but also readjusting what it is that you've been given in the first place in order to see that which is prospering fulfilled through generations. This is the final video for our 7 P's for fulfilling purpose and your dreams, visions, and goals. We hope that we've blessed you. We hope this has motivated you in order to see your potential, your greatest potential, your God-given potential fulfilled in the earth. Take care. Again, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We thank you again for your time, and we hope that you are blessed and prospering. Thank you. Cool beans. We got it out. We're done.
Yeah, me and my brother was just talking about this.
What?
Yeah, as you was talking.